Hi, I'm Alan Beckley, inventor of the Wonder Wallet. In this short video, Best Invention Idea, How to Find Yours Now, I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to sort through your 5 best invention ideas and select the best one using the 7 keys to a perfect product. It's an objective, straightforward way. At the end of this video, you will know what your best idea is and have some ideas as to what your next step forward should be. So let's get to it right now. Best invention idea, how to find yours now. You have lots of ideas. How do you select the best one? List your 5 best product ideas on a sheet of paper like this, as I've done here. Evaluate each against 7 keys to a perfect product. So now let's take a look at the 7 keys to a perfect product. So the 7 keys to a perfect product. Key number 1, the chances of a strong patent are good. Number 2, the market for your product is huge. Number 3, benefits of your product are obvious. Number 4, the product should be inexpensive to produce. Number 5, the product can be sold at a 4x to 5x markup. Number 6, the product is used up and purchased repeatedly. And number 7, manufacturers already have space in retail stores. Not to worry, we're going to go through each of these step by step. So let's use an example product, my first invention, to show you how it works. The Wonder Wallet is my first invention, shown here. It's sold to over 1 million men and women. It's a thin wallet that holds up to 24 cards, but it flexes for comfort in your back pocket. We're going to use that for an example product. And this is cheating slightly since this is already a successful product. But it's a great way to show you an example of how you use it with your product ideas. So here are the 7 keys again. Let's look at number 1, the chances of a strong patent are good. So you look for your product everywhere, retail stores and websites, and you hope not to find it. Stores such as Bed Bath & Beyond, Home Depot, PetSmart, Target, Walmart, and others, depending on your product. Also, don't forget Amazon, Alibaba, eBay, HSN, and QVC. Also do a high-level patent search on the U.S. Patent Office website, www.uspto.gov. And you want to look at issued patents since 1976. A more detailed search can be done later. Now don't sweat this too much on the patent search. That's something you can spend a lot more time in later. Just get a general idea, but your key thing is to get a sense, and from retail stores and from online sites such as Amazon, Alibaba, eBay, HSN, and QVC, if it looks like it's already there or not. So you want to have the sense that you've got a strong chance for a good patent here. So on mine, when we look at number 1, we get a check mark. It rated well. The chances of strong patent are and were good. So now let's move to the second of the 7 keys. The market for your product is huge. Let's look at how that works. So who does your product appeal to? Question number 1. Men, women, and children of all ages? This is unlikely. Maybe primarily men, a great market, or primarily women, another great market. Even primarily children. Would millions of people buy your product? All of these above are great markets. The main thing is a niche market is much higher risk. So you want millions of people to buy your product to rate this high. So looking at mine, we had a check mark on number 2, and then market for your product is huge, another check mark. Millions of people buy wallets, men and women. So I'm rating number 2 so far. Now let's go directly to the third. Benefits of your product are obvious. Products that require explanations just don't sell well. Consumers look at a product for less than 6 seconds before they make a decision. Sadly, retail employees have minimal product knowledge. They don't know anything about the products in the store. You must have a 30-second pitch for your product. For my Wonder Wallet product, my 30-second pitch was, the wallet is half as thick, holds twice as many cards, but is thin, flexible, and comfortable in the back pocket. So the key here is the benefits of your product are obvious, such that it can be listed on the box in the store, because consumers will look at it for less than 6 seconds before they make a decision, and employees in retail stores don't know anything about the products. So these are important things to keep in mind as you're evaluating your 5 best product ideas to see if the benefits of your product are obvious. So now let's rate. I'm checked on 1 and 2 for my product. How about the benefits of your product are obvious? For my wallet, thin, flexible, pretty obvious. I get a check mark on that. So I'm running a 3 rating thus far. Now let's go to number 4. Product should be inexpensive to produce. Manufacturers are risk averse towards new products. Special tooling drives up their costs and increases their risk. They don't like that. Simpler, cheaper products don't require special tooling. If you venture your product, avoid higher cost products. Items at retail for $20 to $25 are ideal. The cost is manageable. If this is helpful to you thus far and you're enjoying this, could you take just a minute and type "great stuff" below the video? And please share it and like the video and subscribe if you like this information. We'll be having lots more coming your way. So the product should be inexpensive to produce, and it's because manufacturers are risk averse. So no special tooling. So let's get to it. So let's rate now. I've got 3 checks so far. Should the product be inexpensive to produce for my thin wallet? The answer is yes. I've got 4 check marks now on my product. How is yours looking? Now the next one, 5, is a product can be sold at a 4x to 5x markup. Your profit margins are crucial. A $20 retail item must have a landed cost of $4 to $5. Your wholesale price must allow you a good profit margin. The retailer will buy at less than 50% of retail price. Your retail price must be competitive with others, a good value for consumers. Companies will not license your invention without sufficient markup, and if you're venturing it, you will not survive financially if you don't have that 4x to 5x markup. So let's rate mine. I've got 4 checks so far. How about the product can be sold at a 4x to 5x markup? Yes, in my case, the wallet could easily be made for $5 and sold for $25. How's your product looking so far? Let's look at 6. The product is used up and purchased repeatedly. Consumable repeat purchase items are ideal. Items such as toothbrushes, trash sacks multiply annual sales. Consumer loyalty may be higher for items purchased throughout the year. There is a lower risk for retailers. Products turn over more often. Many inventions may last for years and may not be consumable. So let's look at mine. I've got 5 check marks. How about product is used up and purchased repeatedly? Bam. Not true in this case, because for my product, it's only bought about once every 3 years or so. So it's not surprising that many inventions actually don't rate a check mark here. So I'm still at 5 check marks. Let's go to the 7th. Key manufacturers already have space in retail stores. Venturing your product may take years to get into major retailers. Manufacturers, though, already have retail shelf space and can quickly get your invention into many retailers if you license to them. Business-to-business products generally sell in smaller volumes. Licensing is usually a better path for inventors than venturing. So how are you looking on manufacturers already having space in retail stores? So now let's rate how mine's doing. So we had 5 check marks and 1 X. Manufacturers already have space in retail stores. That is absolutely true. Very definitely true for men's wallets and women's wallets. So mine has rated 6 out of 7. So now it's time to calculate your scores and choose your winner. Just calculate your score for each product and compare. So here's my list here with my thin wallet rating at number 6. Score for my thin wallet was 6 out of 7 possible, which is quite good. Focus on your products with 5 or more points. This will rank each of your products. Now you can pick your winner easily. So would you like to take the next step? Do you want to learn how to actually license your best invention idea? License Your Invention for Royalties is a free webinar I do almost every week. It's available at tinyurl.com/license44. Also, my website has blogs, free PDFs, and lots more. That's at alanbeckley.com. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, if you found this to be helpful, please share this with your friends. Please like the video, and please subscribe. And again, if you'll type below, great stuff, this really helps me rank with YouTube.